Hey guys, Paul here, Family Separation Services. Just want to do a quick video just before the toy show starts. And I want to talk about assumptions. Now, what do I mean by assumptions? Well, you've heard the saying, assumptions make an ass out of you and me. But I want to kind of highlight the correlation between the breakdown in society last night and the breakdown in the relationship and its knock-on effects that occurs. Because last night there was a lot of assumptions made which created a riot, turned a snowflake into an avalanche. Now, we don't know the full story of what happened, and my heart goes out to those children and their teacher. But thank God for the non-Irish person from Brazil on a Deliveroo bike who stopped it before it got even worse, as bad as it was. And thank God for those non-Irish people who were in the hospitals last night, who are working throughout Dublin city centre, who are Gardaí, who are fire, rescue, ambulance, Dublin City Council. So, what was the riot about? Well, it was about a lot of people assuming things like such contradictions in arguments and points that people tried to make to justify their actions. Again, which happens in the breakdown of society last night and the breakdown of a relationship. People make assumptions which justify their actions. Where every thought there's an action, where every action there's a reaction, and that's when the snowflake turns into an avalanche. Because I heard over social media people calling for more guards, but yet they were beating the crap out of them last night and setting their vehicles on fire. How do we get around Dublin City? There's both Irish drivers in the Luas and Dublin bus and the trains, and people who aren't from Ireland. Yet you set their vehicles on fire last night. For what? What were they trying to achieve? I can't get my head around it. They justified in their head the reasoning behind their actions. But I want to talk about the breakdown of a relationship, because similar things happen in principle. Because there's parents of those children sitting by their bedside tonight, and there's parents the length and breadth of the country in children's hospitals where their children have cancer or terminal illness of some description. Yet the separated couples feuding, and sometimes subconsciously, mind you, we hate our ex more than we love our children, because we assume when we break up and we hate our ex, our kids take our side and they also hate our ex. But that's not true. Majority of the time, apart from if they've been influenced or there's a bit of parental alienation going on, again, subconsciously, I'm not blaming anyone, I'm not saying man or woman, I'm just saying these things happen, where despite the breakdown of your relationship, the children love both their parents equally. And we operate in this country, the best interest and well-being of the child is paramount. And I really think we should follow that and be able to work around our differences. Because just because our ex done something wrong or was a bad partner or husband or wife doesn't mean they're a bad parent. And people sometimes amalgamate the two and act accordingly. They assume and then act. So the reason I'm doing this video is to last night was horrendous, yesterday was so horrendous. But if there's anything to be taken from this, is to take a little step back. As separated parents are going to go, our kids are happy and healthy. We've seen good in each other at one point. Let's put our tools down. Let's put our weapons down. And let's create a co-parenting plan. Now, the toy show's about to start. It's an institution. We watched it as kids and probably watched it with our kids, but for some reason, potentially to some people out there this year who won't be, and equally to some people out there who won't get to see their kids at Christmas. Now, I get to certain situations where safety is an issue and it's not appropriate, but sometimes we make the rules up a little bit too much. And we have to ask ourselves, our rules now, would they have been the same rules while we were still together, or did we just get a bit more strict now that we're apart? But I'm just asking to, this Christmas, in light of what happened, put your tools down and allow your kids grow into adulthood and have memories to look back at sharing Christmas with both parents, extended family and friends. And maybe just reach out to your ex and kind of go, do you know what? Our kids are happy and healthy. Let's share that joy. Let's make a plan. Whether it's overnight, you know, I used to do it with my son. He's 20 now. But I used to do it with my son overnight. He'd be with his mother Christmas Eve overnight to Christmas Day, have Christmas dinner, and then come with me at 3 or 4 o'clock. And then he'd wake up in Stephen's this morning and open another set of presents. 2 Christmases. Happy days. But that the kid wasn't affected by the separation. And just be grateful that the kids are here and they're happy, and allow the kids to enjoy time with both parents over this Christmas, and let them write or see that they weren't Irish. They don't stand for Irish beliefs. Regardless, we're an open society. 99% of all sectors of society are really good people. And let's keep that going. Let's be Irish, let's be proud, and let's, despite our differences with our ex, have a happy Christmas this year with both parents. Even if it's just a few hours, if not overnight, just have a happy Christmas with your kids. Because it could be worse. You could be sitting around them in a hospital bed. Take care.